Perfect. Oh, hey, sorry. Didn't see you there. I was just framing up my Pale Fest poster to get ready for the big event. It's only about a month away. What's Pale Fest? I'm glad you asked. Pale Fest 2022. It's the biggest thing that's ever going to happen to the hobby, and this is the first year. Imagine saying that you came to the first year of Pale Fest in 5 years when we've taken over the world. Pale Fest, it's pretty much everything you've ever wanted in one convention. No, we're not gonna have a bunch of stupid vendors trying to sell you light switch covers with Michael Myers glued on them. These are real vendors, real artists, hand-selected by me and Bishop from Paleface & Co., who will also be vending because it's in coordinates with my open house, which means that you can come check out the entire House of Masks in the flesh. You can even meet me. I'll sign shit for you. I'll take a picture with you. You can take a picture with me. You can sign shit for me. It's going to be crazy. We've got all kinds of stuff. We've got Ed and Marcia from Distortions Unlimited. Sleazy P. Martini from Guar will be here. We've got tattoos. We've got raffles, food vendors, live haunt actors, pumpkin carving, and costume contests. It's going to be the ultimate circus of the dead. So come see what all the hype is about October 8th, 2022 here in downtown Chillicothe at the House of Masks. It's going to be a good time. Go over to palefest2022.com to see more. And I guess while we're sitting here, we should probably do like an unboxing or something, right? Now, if only I had something. Oh, cool. How convenient. There's a box right here. And this box comes to us from Michelle Morgore. A lot of you guys probably know who that is because she's a boss-ass bitch. One of the best makeup artists and special effects artists I've ever met. She is incredible. And we've got 3 items in this package to unbox from Michelle. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. We'll take a look at what we've got and I will explain as we go because I do know all 3 items that are in this box, but there is one main piece that I am super, super excited about. So we are going to pull these out and I will kind of put them in the order that I would like to unbox them because obviously I want to take a look at that main piece last. We will just use the first 2 as warm-ups. So I can kind of see them through the bag here and we are going to do this one first. So what we've got here is, and I will give you the first look, as I always do, a custom Morgore Joey Jordison inspired paint job on one of those like 2015 Disguise retools. I think that you can find these at most spirits. And yeah, she just tricked this thing out. Now I have seen photos of this, so I'm going to turn it around and take a look at it myself in real life for the first time. Man, this thing is cool. Michelle definitely has her own unique style, and I think that that's pretty clear here. And that style has been bitten for a long time by a lot of people on the internet. So this thing's super sick. I love that it's a Joey piece. Obviously, Michelle knows how much Joey means to me, and the fact that she thought of me and went out of her way to create this is just incredible. So I definitely need to find a cool spot to hang this in the House of Masks so that it can be admired and appreciated for a very, very long time. But that's only one of 3. We still have 2 more to go, and I think that they are just going to keep getting cooler as we go. So this will be the second one, and this kind of has a cool story behind it because this will start to explain the entire unboxing as you are watching it. This is an AJ Good death mask that I sent her as a gift, or as basically payment for the mask that you're about to see. I sent her a couple masks. I just wanted one painted very specifically, and I told her she could have this one and do whatever she wanted with it, and she ended up doing up a custom corpse paint on it and sending it back to me because she said she wants to see me wearing this stuff. So we've got this custom corpse painted AJ Good death mask. Still weird to me to say like AJ Good in third person or whatever, but that's what they are. That is literally what they are. And if I said a me mask, it would just sound weird. But regardless, we've got this very cool, very bloody corpse paint that still pretty much fits the shtick that I've been going with these death masks so far. The ones that I've been using so far the most are the Wes Borland inspired piece and the John Rice inspired piece, and both of those are black and white corpse paints. So the only thing that this adds is a little bit of permablood on the mask, which I've also started to incorporate into those other looks. So really, it fits in very, very well. I'd say that the biggest difference between this and all of my previous death mask looks so far is that this isn't really inspired inspired by anything. This is just Michelle's imagination and her artistry on this blank canvas that was given to her, and this is what she came up with. And you can see, man, her style is so cool. All of those weird kind of fine line creases and cracks and drips. It's just really gross. I absolutely love it, and I think that this thing is killer. And we've got yet another AJ Good look to add to the list, partners. So we are going to set this one in the background as well, and now we are on to the main piece, and this gives me the chance for a little bit of story time. Are you ready? So as I just stated, I did send a few of my death masks off to Michelle to have painted. I wanted one painted for myself that she would send back to me, and I gave her that one to keep and do whatever she wanted with, which obviously ended up coming back to us, and it's super, super sick. But if you guys have been following along with this new era of aesthetic for the House of Masks and the death mask look, it's pretty cut and dry. I wanted to have a lot of these masks all with paint jobs that were nods to my inspirations, people that have inspired me over the course of my career and my lifetime as a whole. So we've got the John Rice look, we've got the Wes Borland look, we've got this mask back here, which is obviously based off of the female clowns that Clown used during the All Hope Is Gone era. Definitely one of my favorite clown masks. And now we have a Michelle Morgore piece. This is going to fit in right along with those. It's just a little special because I had the actual artist that inspired me do up the paint job. So, story time. Way back in the day, really before the House of Masks was even a thing, and I decided that I wanted to do content creation, at least as a hobby that I was very heavily involved in. Michelle Morgore was the first person, the first celebrity, if you will, to give me my first big break. Michelle is very, very important in the creation and the history of the House of Masks. Again, I don't even know if I had the House of Masks moniker yet, but I definitely was starting to kind of sway more into YouTube and Instagram rather than tattooing, which is what I had been doing for a career for a few years. I think I maybe had 400 followers on Instagram, and I reached out to Michelle because I had found her face paints and just loved everything that she was doing, and I asked her if I could draw this portrait of her and gift it to her at a convention that we would both be at later in that year. So I did exactly that. I did a drawing of Michelle in my favorite face paint that she had ever done. I gifted it to her. She shared it, and we have been really, really close friends ever since, and that's it's gotta be around 10 years now. I don't know what year exactly that was, but it was probably 2012 or 2013. And ever since then, she's just been super, super supportive. We have done Instagram takeover weeks for each other. We have done many, many conventions together, and she's just the absolute shit. So when this death mask stuff all started to roll out, I knew that I wanted to do a look inspired by that Michelle Morgore face paint. And Michelle has been fucking with masks pretty hardcore lately, so I figured why not reach out to her and see if she would do it for me. And that's exactly what we have. So, are you guys ready? I have seen photos of this, but I am going to let you guys see it in person before me, and then I will turn it around and take a look. What do you think? Is it epic? I bet it is. Oh yeah, the pictures were good, but seeing it in person is just another level. There is so many different textures to this thing. Absolutely beautiful. So again, sticking with the inspiration theme, we've got the John Rice, we've got the Wes Borland, we've got the Sean Crayon. Now we have a Michelle Morgore inspired piece by one of the people who had one of the biggest impacts on the House of Masks. Again, she was my first big break. It's not every day that somebody with 65,000 followers on Instagram starts promoting somebody with 400 followers. And she did that for me, which is a big, big deal. And like I said, we've been great friends ever since. She's just an awesome person. So to have this piece not only inspired by Michelle, but done by Michelle is a big deal. And it absolutely speaks for itself in terms of craftsmanship. Look at all those textures I was talking about. The mask itself has a very matte finish with all of these kind of liquid spots and different things going on. We've got soft tones. We've got hard, straight, sharp tones, and for the first time, aside for on this clear death mask, which I don't use that often, one of our corpse paints has color in the eyeshadow, which I absolutely love. I think that that takes this thing to a completely different level, and I definitely cannot wait to get all dressed up, do the face paint, and do a photo shoot or an interview or something in this mask. I'm really, really excited to see this thing come to life. I actually might end up just getting dressed up for this video alone and showing it off worn at the end, and as I'm saying that, I'm talking myself into it, so that is what is going to happen. So I'd like to give a huge, huge thank you to Michelle for everything. Not just this mask, not just these masks, not just the other gifts that I've received from you in the past, but everything. Believing in me back in the day definitely made a huge, huge impact on me, probably bigger than you'll ever realize, and that just came from you being a good person and a good friend. So thank you for your friendship. I absolutely love you, and I cannot wait to see you again. So yeah. Needless to say, I will be dropping Michelle's information down below. Make sure to go check her out if you haven't already. She is always up to some cool art shit, and she's just never slowed down. Now, with all that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you very, very much. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, drop a thumbs up down below. Not only does that let me know that you're enjoying what you're seeing, but it helps the channel out on YouTube's stupid fucking goddamn ignorant algorithm. And with all that being said, I'm gonna go put some face paint on and show this thing off. So until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to more gore masks. And we'll see you guys in the next one.